Okay, so I'm going to start at the 4-minute mark, which I just hit, regardless. Okay, so whoever catches this later, whoever catches me in the middle of the stream, I do have a few pages of downloads written here. Okay. Okay, so first of all, I guess I'll answer the question later since ain't nobody in here. Okay, so there was a question somebody asked last night. Okay, so welcome to the 2 people who were here. I was like, I'm starting at the 4-minute mark regardless. Welcome, Lamont Jordan. Oh, Terrence is live too. Oh, okay. What he got on? No, let me stop. Okay, so yeah, so anyway, I said I'm starting at the 4-minute mark regardless. I have a few pages of downloads here. Still a little bit under the weather, you know what I'm saying? But I'm still going to go ahead and go forward. what the hell did I name this? Okay, the Departure of Sacrifice. Okay. And the reason I named it that is because I watch Quinn, who is he teaches about narcissism, and he like I used to binge watch his narcissism videos. He's a black. I've used him in a couple of my classes on dissecting the devil, and he I think he has a little movie or a mini movie, and it's called The Departure of Empathy, and it's about narcissism. So I liked his title, so I kind of piggybacked off his title. And because this is called The Departure of Sacrifice, you know, because we're going to talk about sacrifice and how like the martyrs in the past and even the empaths, you know, in the past have sacrificed themselves, you know what I'm saying, for like lower developed beings. And this is, we're not doing that going forward. You know what I'm saying? We are rewriting the story. Okay. So basically, the other night though, I talked about this girl, the girl who's a tarot reader who I said she had a calling on her life. You know what I'm sorry. She said that the people she was talking about, you know, a group of people who had a calling on their lives. And so basically she had basically said also, I had forgot to say, about the dream, that she had also said that these people were like hidden in plain sight. You know what I'm saying? So like if they were on YouTube, they would be like a channel like mine that's a small channel. You know what I'm saying? And because they were around, like they were there, they were already doing their work, but they weren't like in the forefront and being like put in the, you know, in the forefront and in the spotlight quite yet. And she said that, you know, that the people were hidden in plain sight for their protection up to this point. Okay. And I feel like it's because of, you know, they were waiting for the harmonic convergence, okay, to happen in order for it so that the darkness wouldn't be able to overtake the light workers that were coming ahead this far, because, you know, they've learned through trial and error that, you know, you got to move a certain way if you want your teachers to stay alive. You know what I'm saying? So they basically had to tip the balance as far as, you know, it basically balanced the scales as far as the light and the darkness, in order for the light workers to be able to, you know, be able to come to the forefront and you know, be the teachers or whatever it is that you were meant here to do. Most of the light workers are healers and empaths. Okay. So they're going to be teachers and healers. Okay. Teachers, healers, you know, they're mediums, they're teaching and healing in whatever way that they're doing it. You know what I'm saying? Welcome, Space Ghosts. He telling. I ain't finna read the comments yet because I'm not about to get distracted, but I will go through the comments when I'm done. Okay. So basically, yeah, I hate my sinuses are really getting on my nerves right now. So basically, let me turn this. Is my music too loud, y'all? Let me turn it down a little bit. Okay, so basically she said that the teachers were hidden in plain sight, the people that she was talking about, and that it was for the protection. Okay, and that, but now she said that these people were going to be coming to the forefront. They were going to be rising up, and they were going to be starting to run shit in the new earth. Okay, so so I just basically wanted to add that on to my story from the other night. And then, so now I want to talk about the departure of sacrifice, okay? And basically, what I'm talking about when I say that, because basically, you know, most empaths have angelic and starseed DNA. Okay, so let's just, you know, let's just get that out of the way to begin with. Okay, and this is why you know, a lot of you probably have not felt that you belonged in your families. You felt like you were the black sheep of the family. You know what I'm saying? This is where the quote unquote whole black sheep thing comes from. The one who feels different. You know what I'm saying? You were born into families that were vibrating much lower than you were. You know what I'm saying? All empaths are twin flames. Okay, and so basically what happened was, most empaths up until now, the old paradigm of the whole empath narcissist dynamic thing, you know, has been, even if you want to look at like the religious stories like Jesus and, you know, whatever other stories you see where the person has played the martyr, and not even necessarily the religious stories, but you can look at the leaders that have come, you know what I'm saying, before, and the teachers who were actually trying to teach something and lift people up. And you know what I'm saying? And that's synchronicity. So that's your confirmation space goes, which I know you already knew. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, you're on the path and you're going to get confirmation from all types of different sources. This is how you know what I'm saying? It's not really the person that's speaking, but it is the source speaking through the person. Okay, so this is how you know, you're just getting more and more confirmation of your own, you know what I'm saying, personal connection to the source. Okay. So basically, you know, okay. So the reason why a lot of empaths and most empaths, you know, come here and you end up in these families where you know, you probably suffered abuse or neglect in some sort of form, felt like the black sheep, um you know what I'm saying, just felt different or felt like you didn't belong here. You know what I'm saying? Like Divine Discovery said the other night, she feels like she's a long way from home. Okay, you have all of these types of feelings because, again, you have angelic and starseed DNA. Okay. So basically, when you come here, you come here with an open heart chakra. And most people in this plane, on this plane, because it is a lower realm, their heart chakras are not even open. Okay. Most of the people on this plane operate out of their lower centers. Okay. Their root and sacral chakra. You know what I'm saying? Some in the solar plexus, you know what I'm saying? But most people, I would say, especially the masculines, are stuck in their root and sacral chakras, okay? And you can tell by, you know, the way that they act, okay? Look at, you can compare most low vibrating, you know, masculines to animals, because, you know, think about a dog or any other type of animal. When they see another animal like of the opposite sex, what is the first thing they do? They run and want to put their nose up in the other one's ass, right? So that, you know, think about men, okay? That's all they think about is ass and the lower extremities. Okay, this is why you have all these women walking around with fake ones and oversized ones and just doing everything trying to have that ass, okay, to get attention. Because this is why you have men who think that their ass will catch another man, because men are so weak to the flesh, okay? Just like animals, you know what I'm saying? They haven't like evolved past the root and sacral chakras, and so they're very much driven by, you know, their sexuality and their lust and their things like greed and, you know, materialism and things like that. This is what you focus on when you're stuck in those, you know, those chakras. And I would say most of, you know, this society is stuck in those lower chakras, and this is where they focus at. Okay. And so when the empaths come here and you have your higher centers open, you got your throat chakra open, you have your, so basically you don't be lying, you speak truth, your throat chakra is open, you probably can sing, you know what I'm saying, you're a healer in some sort of way, your throat chakra is open, your heart chakra is open, your third eye, ajna, is open. Okay, and your crown chakra is open to connect. Um, he think, okay, because so Clarence thinks that I'm over there in his live and I'm live now. That proves right there that he is absolutely insane and obsessed. Okay. So ain't nobody got time for him, okay? Not right now. I'll go check it out later when I need to laugh, okay? But so basically the difference between the empaths and the lower vibrating beings that are already on this plane and who are, you know, connected to this plane, is the difference is the fact that they don't have their upper centers are not open, okay? So you know, their throat chakra, from the throat chakra through the crown, is locked down for them, okay? So they don't see a lot of things, they don't feel a lot of things, they don't know a lot of things, okay? They are rooted in their basic survival instincts, lust, sex, and greed, okay? So, you know, this is what the difference, and this is why you feel different, this is why you feel you know, like we're not like them, okay? We don't think or act like them. So basically, what has been happening in the old paradigm is that all of the star seeds who have come here before, You come from a realm where there is only love and light, and you don't know anything but, how to heal. So when you were, you knew that you were coming into this lower realm. This is where the contract comes in, okay? And these soul contracts that, the angelic star seeds feel so bound to, to uphold the contract that you wrote yourself, observing humanity. You on some level, that you chose the family that you came into, even though the family may have been demonic or very low vibrating. You did choose that family. You chose every circumstance of your life, okay, including the narcissists, you know what I'm saying, in whatever forms that they have been in your lives, okay. And basically, the reason why you chose them was because you are a healer, you know what I'm saying. And so all you saw was something that needed healing. You know what I'm saying? And so without even thinking about the consequences of the darkness that you were calling upon yourself, thinking you didn't even, this is where the shock, this is why you're so shocked when they show you who they are. Okay. But when you came in with the intent to heal. And this is why, you didn't consider the consequences of how they were going to treat you, and how it was going to affect you. You know what I'm saying? You didn't think that you would get here and get lost in the sauce. Okay, you didn't think that you would get here and forget who you were. You know what I'm saying? And what you were. You didn't think that this reality would become this real to you. Okay, that to the point where you would have to be shocked into remembering yourself. Okay, so basically, this is why you went into the dark families. This is why you called these dark beings upon yourself, because your intent was to heal them. And you go in and all you see is, oh, they need healing. You see that their heart chakras are locked down. You see that they need healing. So you go in, and the first people that you heal, you come in as a child, starseed, different from the family, the quote unquote black sheep. And your intent is to heal. So the first people that you take on, and the first people that you heal is going to be your crazy uncle, okay, who watched your narcissistic father, your narcissistic grandfather abuse your grandmother, you know what I'm saying, your mother that's been damaged, your sisters, and brothers, your siblings, you know what I'm saying, the generational curses in your bloodline. This is why you came into your family. If you didn't know, you know what I'm saying, this is why you're different. This is why you vibrate higher than them. Your intent was to heal, but you forgot who you were. You know what I'm saying? You forgot your power in the midst of the darkness, because you didn't expect that it would be quite this dark. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying, this is why beacons of light and the teachers are placed along the way. You know what I'm saying? Those who have woken up, those who remember, those who have never forgotten. But you know what I'm saying? Basically, the empaths, you're highly evolved beings. You know what I'm saying? And you, like I said, you come into these narc families, and you come and you heal your families first. You know what I'm saying? Without even realizing it. Without even realizing it. You come in and you see that their hearts are locked down, and basically your goal is to prove to these people that um that love, that true love exists. You know what I'm saying? And you that's your goal. You know what I'm saying? And you know that they don't believe in it, and you go to the great lengths, and you accept, great, amounts of abuse, from these people, and you keep coming back to show them this unconditional love, and trying to prove to them that this love is real, that it does exist. And this is what all of the empaths, of the past have done. And you have made of yourself martyrs and sacrificed your very lives to save people, who didn't appreciate it, who, you know what I'm saying, who hated you for even having the ability to love so deeply, to love so unconditionally. Even though your intent was to help them, they hate you for your love and light. Okay. So this is why going forward, we will not be casting our pearls to the swine. Okay. Meaning that, those lower vibrating beings who don't even have the capacity to appreciate your sacred love. You know what I'm saying? We won't be tossing our valuables to those lower vibrating beings. You know what I'm saying? So, basically these people's hearts, their throat chakra, their third eyes, and their crowns are all shut down. Okay, so this is what you need to know, and all of the fruits of the spirit that are manifested through these centers are missing in these people. Okay, and basically all of the light workers that have come in, you've been trying to prove to them that this love exists. You just have to, because you know that if they believe it, a simple change of mind will heal them. And so you keep trying and they keep abusing you. You know what I'm saying? But because, you don't see it, but the light inside of you is so enormous that they are all attracted to you. So most of your lives you have experienced, abuse from these people. You have experienced betrayal, you know what I'm saying, from these lower vibrating people who have come into your lives as friends, as, you know what I'm saying, as family members, as whatever, you know what I'm saying, people along the way, you know what I'm saying, your husbands, your romantic partners, whatever. You went into contracts with, less developed souls, meaning that they haven't lived as many lives as you. They're not as old as you know what I'm saying? And again, you underestimated how difficult it would be to hold your light under the circumstances. Okay. And, all is love when you come here. You know what I'm saying? You're just pure love. You don't know those qualities of lower vibrating, emotions that these people are going to cause you to feel. You know what I'm saying? And this is why you get shocked. You are so appalled. You're in disbelief that people like this even exist. You know what I'm saying? Because all you know is love. Welcome, Naughty Dreads, and everybody else in the chat. So, you know what I'm saying? All you know is love. And so this is where the shock comes in, because again, these people don't exist where you come from. Okay, so it is rightfully so that you be shocked, and the shock basically reminds you of who you are. Okay, but that shock and the reason why they hate you so much is for that same reason. It's because you remind them of who they are. Your light is so brilliantly beautiful. It illuminates their darkness. It reminds them of who they have become. Okay, by making all of the wrong choices. Okay, so you chose to go into these contracts with these lower developed beings, basically completely unaware of what they were capable of doing to you. Okay, because again, all you've known is love. All you see are people who need healing. So you rush into the most godless situations with the intention to heal. Okay, and you initially underestimate the evil that they are capable of. So, you know what I'm saying? You get shocked into this awakening, and now you realize the need to guard your heart. Okay, you're absolutely in disbelief, painfully shocked into an awakening. Okay, and disappointed, beyond disheartened. Okay, by your experience with the most, um, the low, the low, most low vibrating beings that humanity has to offer. You know what I'm saying? You are an empathic starseed, okay, born into a world of less evolved beings. So that understanding alone should at least give you some peace and some comfort, um, and at least understanding why you feel different, why you don't feel at home here. You know what I'm saying? Why you feel so far away from home. You chose your families and your lovers, your friends who all betrayed you because of the healing that you knew that they needed. You know what I'm saying? You only know love, and you didn't consider, again, what they were capable of, being completely devoid of it. Okay, so they are the opposite of what you are. They are godless, and you are filled to the brim with it. Okay, they are evil. Evil equals a closed heart chakra and no access to the higher realms, no access to your higher centers. Again, those higher centers are the heart, the throat, ajna, the third eye, the crown. Okay, So these people don't have any access to those things. They're locked out essentially of heaven. They're locked out of heaven, okay, for now. And they have locked themselves out via their own choices and decisions. The teachers who have all come here in the past have all been martyrs, okay? They have chosen to be martyrs, to sacrifice their very lives for those lower vibrating people, okay? They, this is the story of Jesus on the cross. You love these people so unconditionally that you allow them to, now this is whether the story of Jesus is true or not is really a distraction, because you'll get people who will say, well, that story ain't even true, the characters are not true. You know what I'm saying? And this may be a fact in one reality, and in another reality it's real. Okay, so basically these same people will say that these characters ain't even real. So I'm saying, even though the story is inspiring. So which reality matters the most? Because all that matters is the story inspiring. You know what I'm saying? Is it causing real people to really be inspired to make real changes in their lives, within themselves? Because we're not going to go with the distractions that say, because a person that wants to come up and say, well, I know that the fact is that the letter J wasn't invented to such and such. I don't really give a damn about the name. You know what I'm saying? Not, it's really the story. Like, is the story inspiring to you? Because the story really, you can put your name in the story of Jesus. Okay, the story is for you, about you. Okay, so we're not going to be distracted. Okay, the purpose of the story, if it resonates with you, then it is for you. Period. Okay, so again, all of the martyrs who have come here before were loving so unconditionally. The story of Jesus. You are strung up on, you didn't let these folks put you up on a cross. And they hate you. They're displaying pure hatred. You know what I'm saying? I mean, the worst of the worst. And you know what I'm saying? This is where this is where Jesus says, forgive them, Father, for they know not what they do. And they don't know what they do. They are the possessed people in my dream that I was shown. They are possessed. They don't know what they're doing. Okay. And so knowing this going in, okay, and I would say, whoever left the story, they left it for you, not to follow and be a martyr, not to follow the story, but to learn from it. For you to be an evolution of the story, for you to come, light worker, and to rewrite the story. You know what I'm saying? We ain't martyring. We ain't nobody's martyr. We're not the sacrificial lamb. We ain't nobody's sheep. Okay, so this is the departure of sacrifice. This is where we get off of the karmic wheel of life. Okay, this is where we ascend upward, vertically. Okay, we're not running around in circles anymore. Okay, we're not repeating that same story. We're not following. We're not followers. Okay, if you believe the story of Jesus or whatever, Jesus said that the things that y'all saw him doing, or the people that witnessed him doing miracles and magic, that they were capable of doing, just though they were capable of doing what he was doing and even greater things. So he never said worship me because I'm greater than you. He said follow me because I'm gonna show you how to do this. Okay, so I don't know if y'all saw my reading on Triple X Tentacion and on Badass Tarot, but he was also a fisher of men, and I didn't know him, as an artist. Like, I didn't know his music or anything. I did the reading because people asked me to do it, and he was also a martyr who came here and was a fisher of men and sacrificed his life in a very reckless sort of way. You know what I'm saying? He crashed and burned at the end, and the people that were following him learned a lesson from his story. You know what I'm saying? By being shocked into an awakening. Okay, but no longer will we need to be shocked into an awakening because we woke now. Okay, so the teachers from here on out, we're not teaching you how to be martyrs and how to shock people by traumatizing them into an awakening. That's no longer going to be necessary. We done that. Okay. So congratulations to the ones who have completed this journey and actually completed this circle. Okay. Because that's what has happened. A circle has been made of completion. And so from now on, from here on out, it's a whole nother journey. It's a whole nother story. And I will say that my healing, my completion of my karmic circle, my personal karmic circle, took exactly 5 months and 13 days. Okay, 5 months and 13 days. 513 is a 9 completion. And so I'm designing now a program, okay, that is the completion of this circle. This was what I came into studying the narcissism, the whole narcissism epidemic about. This was why I was giving my dream that I had about the time of change. This is why I created the No Narc Network. So now I have completed my own karmic cycle, okay, of karma. And now I have a program in place that I'm going to be offering on Patreon, for the people going forward. And I'm going to speak more about that later once once I'm ready to share this. But this is a circle of healing. This is a circle of completion of this cycle. And it is a map out of the loop of hypnotic rhythm. Okay. So going forward, that is something that is going to be offered on Oshun Aje exclusive Patreon only. Okay. So basically, so forgive them, Father, for they know not what they do. But I'm going to just sit here and let them kill me. Okay. And then I'm gonna have to show the people that, and there was, not saying that, that wasn't a story. It is a story. It's very inspiring. It's something to, that people, followed for a long time. It's been an inspiration. It has been, a blueprint, you know what I'm saying, for a lot of things that are going to be going forward in the new earth. You know what I'm saying? But that's no longer going to be the story. We're no longer following that. We lifting up out of the sacrifice. So this is the departure of sacrifice. Okay. So we're no longer going to be choosing to sacrifice ourselves to save people who hate us. Okay. We're not doing that. Your life path number is 9. Space goes. It's not funny. It is funny, but the path is so amazing that everything fits. It falls into place because you're part of my soul group. This is why you're here. This is why you have always been here. Okay. So we're beginning to wake up and we're beginning to remember ourselves. And we're also beginning to remember one another. Okay. So, basically, we're no longer trying to save people that hate us by giving over our lives for them. Okay. That's not what we're doing. Okay. Trying to teach them that love is the only truth because we know that. You know what I'm saying? And but every empathic star seed that has come and tried to do that, they have all been betrayed by the people in their circles. Okay. And so what we're going to do is learn from that. And I'm sure they appreciate us learning from their stories and choosing to evolve instead of choosing to repeat their cycles and choosing to crash and burn the way they did in the end, but to choose to go up that karmic spiral. Okay. Instead of just going around on that same level. Repetition is hell on that same little circle, that man on that cycle burning. We're not doing that. Okay. So y'all better get on the ship. And by the way, there's a new meditation for the group members. Okay. You're going to love it in the group. Okay. I'm not even going to say what it's about. Just go and check it out. Okay. And it's only about a 5-minute meditation, but it is extremely transformative. Okay. So if, like I said, if you guys are feeling that pull, you know what I'm saying, to join us, my family, my personal family of light that I'm going to be helping to, helping to transcend dimensions on my own personal mothership, I suggest you join Oshun Aje exclusive. Okay, the link to Patreon is somewhere on here, and it will be in the link in the description once this live is done. Okay, so basically we're not being martyrs. Okay, I'll be damned if I lead my people into another sacrifice. Okay. This is where the buck stops. The buck stops here. It is time to slay this narc demon once and for damn all. Okay. Off with their heads. Okay. And it's only really one demon, which is why they all do the same things. They all act the same way. It is a collective consciousness, just as the divine masculine and the divine feminine is a collective consciousness. And if we collectively withdraw our life force energy from them, as in lifting up collectively from this realm all at once, they will crash like the little man on the motorcycle, and they will burn. Okay. Like my dream of the great fire. So, basically what y'all need to understand is that these quote unquote demons have been getting their very life force from you, light bearer. Your light is so enormous. And because you're always, focusing elsewhere, trying to illuminate the truth for everyone else, you can't see yourself. Okay? It is time that you behold your own light and your own beauty, your own majesty, your own power. Okay? Because you come here and you encounter so many obstacles, so many problems, so many difficulties that need your healing. You get lost in the sauce and you forget who you are. Okay? You forget that you too have a right to be happy. Okay? You so busy trying to run around here and make everybody else happy. You forget about your own happiness. So this is why the divine has swooped in as of late and has gathered y'all's asses. Okay? The only reason that your ass has been gathered, divine feminine, is because you had needed to be prepared and positioned to receive the divine birthright. You know what I'm saying? The divine provisions that are your birthright. Okay? So, and the reason why a lot of your masculines have been gathered, divine feminine, is to go and get their asses whooped by the universe. Okay? They needed some discipline. Okay? And it was not your job to do. They were putting all the weight of whooping their asses on you. Okay? And it was time for the divine to take over. So you both need to just surrender to what's happening. Okay? They were dark, like the butterfly in my dream that was fake, that had that pink outer rim to draw you in and then suck you into the darkness. They were fake. They were imposters. Okay? When they get illuminated by the light, they fell to the ground like snakes. They were snakes. They were the snakes in the garden. Okay? The dark ones whose hearts are completely closed. Okay? They need to be sacrificing their own shadows. And that's what they will be sacrificing going forward. They will be sacrificing their own shadows for their salvation and not us. Okay? If you detach from them as prescribed by spirit, light bearer, they will be forced to sacrifice their own shadows. And this is as it should be. Okay? They have something that they can sacrifice if they want to save themselves. So tell them to let go of their shadow, okay, if they wish to be saved, okay? Because they will come to you begging before it's all over. I promise you that, okay? So what you need to understand, light worker, is that you deserve to be happy as well, just as happy or happier, than anyone else. You can find another person who is shining bright just like you are, okay? You can experience real, true love. It's not your mission to be a sacrifice. Understand that the narcissist is literally the walking dead. They need your light to literally breathe. They need your breath. This is why you have panic attacks in their presence. They're literally sucking out your very life force. There's a song that some of you should listen to by Flowtry. It is called I'll Die. Now, I ain't hardly got no voice, okay, because I got a cold and I'm still going through some ascension symptoms. You know what I'm saying? My throat chakra is being opened even wider. Just weird things are going on in my head. But the song goes like this: if I stay right here, I'll die inside. Right now, the tears, I can barely get by. It's fair to say that we try. You know I wanna stay. If I do, I'll die. I'll die. I'll die. Okay, so check that out. It's by Flowtry. Okay, and Flowtry is some badasses. Okay, they are star seeds as well. One is a vocalist and one is a spoken word artist. Okay, and they are just a dope ass. You know, they usually perform live, and they simultaneously perform their arts, and it activates both sides of your brain. I do believe that they are twin flames. Okay, so check them out. So a lot of their songs, I love them. I love everything that they do, and a lot of their songs are very twin flamey. Okay, so but basically that song came up to when I'm thinking about where the divine feminine is and like why you were forced to let go of the toxicity that is the narcissist, because a lot of y'all were literally, it was beginning to affect your health. Many a star seed in the past has literally died from a broken heart. Only a star seed, only a light worker can die from a broken heart. You're the only ones who have a heart that can be broken. Okay? The rest of them are singing, what's love got to do? Got to do with it. Who needs a heart when a heart can be broken? Understand the difference, okay? So, you know what I'm saying? Um, you cannot keep sacrificing your sacred love to try to show these folks, you know what I'm saying, what the truth is, okay? They are in trouble, not you. They are the ones going around on hypnotic rhythm. That's not your station. That's not your vibration. This is why you were so uncomfortable. What the hell am I listening to? Hold up. Okay, that's not your, you know what I'm saying? That's not your vibration. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, you don't have to be in trouble with them. Get off of the back of that little man's bike. Okay? Rise, light worker, because you have wings. Okay? So you are not the one who is in trouble. They are in trouble due to their own choices and decisions. I told you, a lot of them, all of them, they are in their own loop of karmic, you know, really basically receiving karmic justice for the things that they have done, you know, even before they came into your lives. And you, again, you saw them, you saw that their heart chakra was closed. They told you about the little story that they went through, okay? And even though you got a story that's just as bad as theirs, you felt for them and you felt that I'm going to heal them. I'm going to show them that love is really real, that God is real, that, you know what I'm saying, that it's safe, that they can, you know what I'm saying, that it's okay. I'm going to give them all of my love. I'm going to deplete myself and I'm going to allow them to abuse me. And, you know, as much as they abuse me, I'm going to keep popping back. I'm going to keep, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to keep coming back for more. I'm going to prove to them how unconditional this love is. Someone correct me if I'm wrong. You kept taking it and kept taking it and kept taking it, but nothing changed. Okay? What you need to understand, divine feminine, is that you don't owe nobody nothing. Okay? You don't owe them anything. You've done the reason why you sit at such a lofty station, the reason why you are so blessed and highly favored is because you have done the work. Okay? You don't owe nobody nothing. You don't owe nobody an explanation. You don't owe them your love or your light. Okay? What you need to understand, divine feminine, light worker, empath, star seed, is that you are literally a star. What I was made to understand the other night when I told you guys about when I was outside and I saw this star and it was big, it was bigger than everything and it was beautiful and majestic in the sky, was that was my own star. It was me, that I had been removed from the ground, from the snakes, from the pits of hell, and placed back where I belonged by the divine and I was being shown a reflection of myself as I am now, that I have been healed, back among the stars. Your job, light worker, is to shine. It is to glow. If the dark ones need your light and your love, they must come to you and ask you to show them how to love. Remember the song that I was crying about the other day? Show me how to love. Show me the way to surrender my heart. They need you. They are in trouble. You are not in trouble, divine feminine. You don't owe anybody anything, okay? There will come a time when they are going to not be able to ignore the fact that they need you to live. They're going to beg you to show them how to love, how to open their heart chakra, how to feel. Music Soul Child, teach me how to love. Check it out when you have an opportunity. There are messages in there, okay? You will not be sacrificing yourselves, light worker, for people who are stuck in their lower root and sacral chakras, rooted in sex, greed, addictions, selfishness, stupidity, literally destroying the planet, the very planet that they are living on, and using your energy to do so. We're not doing that no more, okay? Understand this, light worker, and I heard this from a tarot reader that I was listening to one day, and she basically said, the more that you love a person, and not and I'm gonna switch her words around a little bit, the more that you love a narcissist, you know, a person with a closed heart chakra, the more that he hates you, the more they hate you. And I know that you have experienced this, so you shouldn't have to think about this for too long. The more love that you have tried to give to that person that you know whose heart chakra is closed, the more hatred that they have given you in return. They hate the light, okay? Because it shows them who they have become. Again, due to their choices and decisions, it illuminates their ugly truth. They hate you for your ability to love, light worker. Understand this, okay? It's not a joke. The hatred is real, okay? So these people are very low vibrating. They are godless, robotoid vessels, literally the devil's co-workers. These people truly believe that they are better than you. They believe they're better than you. They think that you're weak. They think you're stupid. They have zero respect for you, your gifts, your sacred love, and they absolutely do not deserve it. They have no love to give you in return because ain't no love within them, okay? They are just like the butterfly in my dream, pink around the rim, and an otherworldly black, rotten to the core. Welcome, Maria Wilburn. I'm so happy that you found us. So they don't have love within themselves to give you. You're not ever going to get it by giving it to them like you do when you give it to a normal person whose soul is intact, okay? These people are empty vessels. I know you've experienced this. They are empty of the spirit, empty of basically, again, their top 4 chakras are literally locked down, okay? So their throat chakra is locked down, which is why they lie all the time. They cannot speak the truth. They literally cannot, okay? They serve the father of lies, okay? They have been made slaves, literal robotoid slaves to the dark one. So they cannot tell the truth. They are liars. So their throat chakra is locked down. The heart chakra is locked down. They cannot create abundance for themselves. They may be able to create wealth, okay, to buy things with, but they cannot create abundance. There is a difference from their heart chakras. They cannot feel love of the fruits of the spirit. Their ajna, the third eye, is blocked. They cannot see into the spirit. Okay? If y'all notice Clarence, he be trying to, he tries to act like that he can read the tarot. He can't read the tarot. He tries to copy everything I do. He's literally trying to suck off of my life force. So he ordered some of the same oracle cards. Now I have many decks of tarot and oracle cards, but he saw a few of the decks that I have. I saw in the spirit that he literally went to my Amazon wish list to try to see the things that I like, because this is what narcissists do. They don't have life forces of their own, so they latch on to yours. They copy, they imitate. And he got some of the oracle cards that I have, and he tries to act like he reads playing cards. But he is not open to be doing divination because he has no connection to the spirit. Anyone doing divination is working alongside with spirit. Spirit is telling you things. Spirit is showing you things. Yes, Orenthal. Yes, Clarence, Mistress _ triple X. Trying to, he be over there trying to front like he's doing readings. You know what I'm saying? He tries to imitate everything I do. And so, yeah, he bought the same oracle cards that I have. And, he's trying to act like he's teaching about light work and all that. He has no light within him. He's an empty vessel. He's the perfect example of these empty vessels that I'm talking about right now. But basically, when your ajna, your third eye, is not open, you cannot see into the spirit. So you're not seeing anything in the spirit realm, and you're not receiving any downloads, or you know what I'm saying, because your crown and your third eye chakra must be open to get spiritual downloads and to be able to be clairvoyant. You know what I'm saying? All of your top 4 chakras have to be open for you to be clairaudient, to be clairsentient, to use any of your higher, you know what I'm saying, faculties. So, if all of that stuff is locked down, you don't have any of them. Welcome, Belizean. Yeah, he whack. He is so whack, Space Goes. He pulls out playing cards because he can't see. That's one thing I challenge. If Terrence claims to be clairvoyant, why can't you read the tarot? I dare you, because he sits over there, he tries to negate and talk shit about people who read the tarot, okay? And be like, anybody can make up stuff about the tarot. No, you can't make up stuff about the tarot. Every card has a meaning, okay? And you need to know how with your intuition to apply that to the situation that you're looking into. So, you know what I'm saying? He don't know how to do that. He can't read the tarot. He don't even know the meaning of the cards, okay? And so this is why he gets out playing cards and thinks that he can make up his own readings, okay? And I know people who read the playing cards as well. That is the foundation of the tarot, the numerology, you know what I'm saying, the symbolism. So he ain't, you know what I'm saying, he's making up, he's a charlatan, okay? If he really is clairvoyant, then read the tarot. If you where's your tarot cards? Why do you have oracle cards but you ain't got no tarot cards? See, he saw some of the oracle cards that I had, and that's why he got those exact ones that I had, because they have writing on them. They kind of like, he thought that we're going to give him the meaning. So he thought that he could just pull those and they was going to give him the answers to something. No, you still need to use your intuition with oracle cards. You still must be an oracle. Okay, so you still ain't gonna be able to fake the funk with those either. Over there with them hands big as hell, the cards looking like, something small as hell in the palm of his hands, like you can't even shuffle. You know what I'm saying? You are an absolute charlatan, and you're going to pay for what you over there doing. Okay, faking the funk. Okay. But back to the subject at hand, y'all. You know what I'm saying? These people don't have no love to give you. Okay, you don't care how much love you give them, so we're going to not be doing that going forward. Okay, so just like your love and your abundance, I told you that your heart chakra energy is literally the energy that creates your abundance. It creates your wealth. Okay, so just like money, if I don't have any money of my own, I ain't got no money to give y'all, right? And so that's just how it works with love, okay? I must have love within myself for myself before I can give it to anybody else, okay? So if I ain't got no money of my own, I ain't got nothing for you, Okay, and this is the narcissist and the empath. Quit giving them your shit, because you ain't about to get anything in return. It's going into a bottomless pit, and you're going to end up depleted and literally physically ill. Okay, you ain't getting nothing in return, and the person that you're giving it to literally hates you. Okay, so understand that, let it sink in once and for all, and act accordingly. Okay. So, you, on the other hand, are endlessly abundant, okay? And they hate you for being spiritually, morally, and emotionally abundant, because they are spiritually, morally, and emotionally bankrupt, okay? So, you need to find someone of like light, okay? If you want to get a return on your investments, okay? Am I familiar with the gypsy? Let me go back. The Gypsy Witch fortune telling playing card. No, I'm not. I will check into those though. I just received them. And oh, really? The Gypsy Witch fortune telling cards? No, I've never heard of those, but they sound interesting, Belizean. I'm gonna check them out, but let me know how they work for you and how you like them. Okay. Yes, Maria, they will literally kill you. I promise you, there have been many starseeds and light workers who have sacrificed their lives, for for these lower vibrating people that literally hated them for being willing to do so. Okay, so we gonna not be stop being insane going forward. Okay, in my private group, I tell the story. It's that this one is in the No Narc network, when I tell the story about my grandmother, okay, who was a Heyoka empath, okay, and my grandfather, who was a diabolical narcissism. I'm sorry, a diabolical narcissist. And this is where I get my deep rooted understanding of both sides of it. You know what I'm saying, of the coin. And this is where I get both my sides, as far as being able to understand both sides, and actually being able to actually become both things, okay, and becoming to the point where I have been able now to balance both energies, okay. And so it goes deep. It's about cellular memory, it's about bloodline, it's about a lot of things, okay. So if you're really interested, I would suggest you guys join the private No Narc network, okay. And there's a reason why um these we go into secret groups and we create secret societies, because again, there's a certain way that we have to move. It's the art of war, understanding that we didn't choose to be at war, but we have to understand that the reality is that we are at war. We are constantly under attack because of the light, okay. And so we can't keep going out here with your heart unguarded. Okay, so this is why I'm here. This is why the other teachers are here, the light workers who have come to be beacons of light. Okay, because you've gotten here, you've forgotten who you are, light worker. You have gotten lost in the sauce. Okay, and so we have come here to help you to remember, to help you to put back together your soul, okay, and your physical vessel. So, um, you know, basically, again, a lot of star seeds in the past have literally died of a broken heart. Now, of course, we're in a world that they honor the physical vessel more than they honor the spirit. Some don't even acknowledge the spirit. Okay, most importantly, the medical field does not even acknowledge the spirit. Okay, which is why there are so many quote unquote incurable diseases. I tell you that there is no disease that is incurable. Any disease that is incurable means that it is curable from within. Okay, and you have not been taught, because you have not been conditioned to acknowledge that which is within you. Okay, and so you have been taught that that which is within you is in the sky, it's in the book, it's in the church. Okay, but it ain't in none of those places. It's within you. It is you, as you. Okay, so there will be times when your creator will be speaking to you through you. Okay, so just let that sink in. There are many times that your creator has been speaking to you through you, if you are in fact filled with the light, It's always been there, okay? So the remembering is just you awakening to it, okay? To the presence of the Most High within you, okay? That which I call the Ruach HaKodesh. You can call it whatever you want to call it. The Holy Spirit. You know what I'm saying? Whatever you want to call it. The Spirit of God. The Great Spirit, the Prime Creator. Okay? So, going forward, we are not going out like the martyrs, of the past. We ain't nobody's sheep. We don't follow no leader. Okay? We are walking through the valley of the shadow of death, unified in love and light, not divided by bullshit like hierarchies, okay? I am not your leader, okay? I am your equal. We walking side by side, okay? Ain't nobody in front of nobody, okay? Not on my ship, okay? That's not how we move in the higher realms, okay? Everybody is a twin flame. Everybody is a twin soul and a soul flame once you awaken, okay? So basically, if these lower vibrating, because see, I told y'all about my dream about the time of change. I told you about my dream about the great fire. And if you haven't seen those dreams, go check them out. They are on this channel. I retold the dream about the time of change in lesson 5 of dissecting the devil classes, okay? And I don't know where the great fire is. It's somewhere here. I'll find it, okay? But it's on the channel. All you got to do is go through my videos. And basically those were telling about what we're coming up to, okay? And at the end of the great fire, we were lifting up from the planet, okay? So basically now I consider my private no-narc network, that is my ship, that is my mothership. I call it the Phoenix, okay? And this is the ship that I'm going to use to lift us, okay, back up among the stars, to place you back where you belong, light worker, okay? You have gotten lost in the sauce. And so this is what we're doing. If these lower vibrating entities want to be blessed by your sacred love and light that you are now going to be fully aware of going forward, they need to drop to their knees, okay? And they need to beg your pardon, okay? And I am not bullshitting, okay? This is what they need to do, okay? Because they had you wrong. They have disrespected you to the utmost, okay? They need to understand who and what it is that they were dealing with. Did I just not say that you are God, that God is you, that there is no separation, that they are the ones who are trapped in the illusion. They are the ones who are in trouble. They need you to live. So again, if they want your love and light, and I promise you, they don't just want it, they need it. You stay put. You don't move. You have done the work. Okay, and you don't owe nobody anything. You sit there and you shine and you attract what it is that you want, divine feminine. You make them work for it if they want your love and your light, okay? Because when you was giving it away for free, they did not appreciate it, okay? And you, through all of the work that you have done on yourself, you're now looking at life truly as a gift, okay? You have been renewed. Your heart has healed, whether you know it or not, okay? You are being reborn as we speak, divine feminine. You are learning to live in the present moment. You're beginning to allow your wings to grow. Remember, I told you that the angels, that their wings are their heart, and this is where the term wearing your heart on your sleeve comes from. That when you see an angel and their wings, and this is why they're depicted with wings, and if you look at them, the way that the wings are shaped, it forms a heart, and this is because it is their heart. Okay, so you have earned your wings, their baby wings right now, divine feminine, but they are beginning to grow. You have achieved divine mastery over your lower centers. Okay, this is why a lot of you feel more balanced. Okay, a lot of you feel more balanced than you had been feeling. Okay, and so um I don't know how my music keeps going back to this. It's really, but anyway, yeah. So a lot of you have achieved balance. You're feeling a lot more emotionally balanced, okay, and you basically achieved mastery over those lower centers, okay. So you have basically brought your mind and heart energies back into balance, okay. So basically, what has been happening, I would say with my own personal journey and with a lot of the divine feminines that I am aware of their journeys, and it's 111, okay, where I am. So manifest something. Okay, so basically, um over okay, so basically, with the awakening, the shock of the spiritual awakening forced you to deal with your shadows, okay. And I'm going to show y'all, but basically it's a circle that forms a full circle, and this is the circle, my own personal circle of evolution through this journey. It was a circle that basically it was open, okay. And when I do my next video, I'll show you guys an illustration, and actually I'll show it in the private group, because this is the circle that I'm going to work and show you how it was open and now it has closed up because that cycle has been completed, okay. And it's literally a a physical graph that I have, okay, where you're going to be able to see your progress around this circle and see yourself close this loop, this karmic loop, and close it up and free yourself, okay, from the cycle of hypnotic rhythm. So I have mapped this out, okay. So basically, it starts with you being shocked, okay, in whatever way that you are awakened, okay. And for a lot of people, it has been like that, a breakup with a narcissist. For a lot of empaths, this is what it is, okay. And it causes you to face your shadows, okay, and deep feelings, rooted in sadness, regret, acceptance. You go through sadness, regret, acceptance, peace, you know what I'm saying, until you go around this circle of being finding peace with the situation, and then finally being grateful for the experience and actually learning to love yourself. Again, the circle is one of self-love. So as you're working through your self-love, you're working out feelings of dealing with feelings of unworthiness. You're working through financial constraints. You're dealing with feelings of loss, feelings of lack, again, unworthiness. You finally begin to gain mental clarity. You begin to purify your energies. You begin to purge. You begin to anchor your love and your light. Working on yourself. You know what I'm saying? You begin to spiritually evolve. Okay, up out of the situation as you're working on your evolution, and you come back around full circle as you evolve out of. You close up that karmic circle, because once you reach the place of self-love, you've come back around to the place where the self-love and the worthiness. If these were steps, say from 1 to 10, your feelings of unworthiness and sadness would be where you would begin at, okay, going around in this loop of, again, working through all of these things that appear on this path. This is a very well-defined path that has been defined by all of the empaths, star seeds, and light workers that have come before us. Okay, it forms a circle. It starts at what basically feeling these feelings of the being abandoned, feelings of abandonment, again, which triggers feelings of deep unworthiness, sadness, financial constraints, which mean cause you to feel regret and all of these things. Okay, so these the unworthiness, the sadness, the this is the shadow work. This is the inner child work that we do, that's basically taking us around this loop of starting with the abandonment issues, okay, that trigger that inner child, the feelings, again, of unworthiness, making you face the fact that you have not been able to create abundance because of the feelings of unworthiness, the overcoming of financial constraints, the overcoming of those lower vibratory feelings, till you come around to where you love yourself now. Okay, completing that karmic cycle. And as you come out and you have that full self-love, you are out of that loop and you have achieved freedom. So when I show it to y'all, the visuals, it's a complete circle that can actually be worked in real time, through a system of, you know what I'm saying, just becoming aware. Like it's basically like flipping on lights around this circle that's going to light up. And once you've completed your circle, you are out of that loop of hypnotic rhythm and you have achieved the freedom to now to go forward and begin to create the things that you want to create. So basically the path looks like, you know, you've shown vulnerability. You have learned how to be present in the moment of now. You have begun creating from the things that you had left in the rubble of your illusion that crumbled. You learned to become fearless because you faced your worst fears. You have learned how to overcome the darkness and the shadows that were within you. You finally faced them. You stopped running. You know what I'm saying? And you did all of these things so that you could be put into a more into you, so basically so that you could step into more of your light, into more of your divinity. Okay, so basically you divine feminine, through all of the things that you've been going through as of late, you have, you know, you've overcome the loss, the regret, the sadness. You are now about to receive karmic justice because you have achieved divine mastery, okay, over your lower chakras, okay, your sacral and your root chakras. Okay, so basically now there is a rebirth now of your own spirit, and you basically what you don't understand. And I hope that you guys, the people who are in the group, I'm telling you, when you're done, go check out the latest meditation that I added into the group, because it goes along with where you're headed. Okay, as you've gone around this circle and completed, or if you haven't completed it, I'm gonna show you how close you are to completing it once you join the group. Okay, and a lot of you who are completed or you know, close to completing the circle and closing that cycle, you're headed towards complete material fulfillment on the earth plane. You are literally giving birth to a new cycle. Okay, dream yellow, red, and white lately. Okay, all of those colors have significant meanings. Okay, so they're telling you something. Okay, and it basically, all of the things that are going to start happening on your path, and I love it. I love this path. It's so mystical. It's so beautiful. The things that that's happening, all of your dreams are magical. All of the people that you're going to be meeting, because again, once you achieve balance, then you're going to be, your world is going to start reflecting that. And the people that you meet and come into contact with, you're going to start finding your soul family. You're going to start hearing your soul song. You're going to be revealed your soul name. Your whole world and your whole life becomes beautiful and magical. Okay, and basically you know, my circle of divine mastery, which is my blueprint for the program in the No Narc network, which is going to, it's a map out of the maze and out of the circle and the cycles of hypnotic rhythm. Okay, my circle of divine mastery basically lifts you up out of that cycle, which is basically stuck on the third dimension, and you begin to rise, okay, on that cosmic spiral up into the higher realms. Okay, so basically, as we are growing in spiritual power, because of the work that we have done, you know, you earn this divine feminine. You have not, you know, you don't owe nobody nothing. You don't owe nobody an explanation. Okay, but you have earned all of these blessings that are coming to you. Okay, and I don't think that you understand, you know, because I know you understand the depth of sorrow that you have felt. Okay, and I want you to understand that pendulum, it swings back the other way to the same degree. Okay, so because you have experienced the depths of sorrow and pain, the pendulum is getting ready to swing back now to the other side, to that other polarity. Okay, so if you're not familiar with the seven hermetic principles, I lay them down as my badass magic classes, okay, on Patreon in Oshun Ajay exclusive. So if you're not familiar with them, if you want to see how they're illustrated and how we actually put them to practical use in the world, go to Oshun Ajay exclusive and check out the badass magic classes, the seven hermetic principles, one of them being the law of polarity, which we're about to experience now as we swing from the depths of sorrow and pain back over to the other side. Okay, in the law of rhythm, okay, and the law of polarity, and experience the other side of pain, the exact degree that you have experienced that sorrow and pain. Now you will experience the joy and the freedom and the bliss, okay, of the higher realms, okay. So it all is as it should be in the higher realm. So what's going to be happening is, a lot of you are experiencing this shift now. It's just, this is why I was crying the other day. It's emotional because it's a swing. It's like, especially for me, like me, I'm an earth sign, so I like to stay very grounded. You know what I'm saying? And like, I mean, in real life, like, I hate roller coasters and shit like that takes me off the ground. And I hate the sensation of the butterflies in my stomach. I don't even like to swing on a swing. Like when you go to the playground, you get on the swing. I don't even like to swing too high because of that butterfly feeling, okay, of leaving the ground. And so this is why I was so shaken up by what was happening, because I was feeling that shift, that pendulum swing. It's a fast swing. It's like when you get to the top of that, you've been going up and up and up, that struggle. You know how you're going up and you hear the what is it? What did I just say? The roller coaster. And especially, if they metal, you and it's scary and it's real high, and you're going up and you hear the metal clanking, clink, clanking. You going up to the top of that highest hill, okay? And then you got to the top, and that now it's about to drop, okay? That was my tears the other day. Okay, because now we about to drop and swing and go back up that other hill. Okay, but the other hill's not going to be a climb. We're going to shoot up the next hill. Okay, because now the momentum is going. Okay, and now, you know what I'm saying? That momentum, you have the power now to just complete the rest of the journey at ease. Okay, so that is how this journey has been for us. Okay, the pendulum is about to swing back. Okay, divine feminine. So open your hands, open your heart. This is why your heart chakra has been expanding. This is why your territory has been being cleared out, literally, so that you can receive. Okay, you have earned your rites of passage into the higher realms. Okay, so now new opportunities are going to start flowing into your experience. Okay, the fire within you has been ignited. Your spirit fire, your spiritual fire is now ignited within you. You've manifested a new beginning for yourself. You, just like the masculine, is now going to receive your karmic justice, okay, for all of the good and the good intentions that you have always put forth. Divine feminine, did you think that you were forgotten? Because the Most High keeps all promises. Okay, so you've manifested with your flame that has been ignited through the trials and the tribulation that you have gone through as of late. A new beginning, new love, a new life, new finances, new relationships. You're going to be working going forward with your spiritual fire. Okay, fire magic. You're going to learn now the meaning. You're going to see a deeper meaning in the work that you do in your craft, your candle magic. You've learned how to transmute these energies on the lower realm, and you have literally purified them with your spiritual fire, divine feminine. You have literally mended your own broken heart, and through the power of your unconditional forgiveness, first of yourself and then of the masculine, through the generosity of your heart center, you've brought about karmic justice, and you are now positioned to receive karmic grace. You have worked through all of your shadow feelings, fears of lack, your feelings of fear, abandonment, rejection, betrayal, and you have grounded yourself now in the higher realms. You are now feeling higher vibratory emotions. Okay? This is why you're dreaming in color now, Belizean. Okay? So what you lost in the past, the divine feminine, is now being restored. Okay? So look for it, wait for it. I'm talking right now. Okay? In the days, in the moments, in the hours to come, going forward, all of what you have lost, you thought you had lost, is being restored, including your masculine, if you choose. You have mastered the laws of vibration, the laws of attraction. You have learned how to use the power of your thoughts. You have learned how to utilize the power of now, understanding the gift of fortitude and courage. You have tapped into the raw, divine feminine energy and fully awakened the power of attraction and receptivity, the power of generosity. You are developing your gifts. You are listening closely now to your intuition. You've been patiently waiting for something, divine feminine. And what you've been waiting for now is ready to flow into your experience. Okay? And it's been a long time coming. Congratulations. If you are in the private group, I do suggest that you check out the last meditation that was added. Give me a minute. Okay, so yes, divine feminine, you have achieved. Yes, everything is better in color because it tastes better, it feels better, it smells better. You know what I'm saying? Everything about it is better. The reason why you're dreaming in color, the Legion, is because the divine feminine collective has achieved mastery over two worlds. And many of us are being positioned to receive the real time 3D manifestations of our heart's desires, the gifts that are your divine birthright. The divine feminine collective is experiencing a resurgence and a rebirth of the divine feminine. So going forward, just continue opening yourself to the power of the divine love that is now flowing all throughout your being, divine feminine. Continue following the spirit. You are filled to the brim with it, with divine love and light. You are going to continuously be in receipt of divine grace. Once it begins flowing in, it's not going to stop, divine feminine. Open your hands and your heart to receive all of the divine gifts that the Creator has for you. Passionate new beginnings in your love life, your finances. If you haven't quite reached the emotions of feeling that this is coming, don't you dare give up, divine feminine. I guarantee you that better days are coming, okay? Closer than you know. I'm talking all new everything, okay? You have been upgraded, okay, in the spirit. Again, my own personal cycle of completion took exactly 5 months and 13 days. So, everyone heals at a different rate. You know what I'm saying? Everyone comes to an understanding in their own time. And so, be patient with yourself if you're not there yet, but understand that there has been a path, okay? There is a map to get out now, okay? So if you do feel stuck in hypnotic rhythm, by all means, join us in the private No Narc Network on Patreon. For those of you who know that you have completed this cycle already, now that you have been healed, you can offer divine forgiveness. Be present in the moment, going forward. Let go of the past. Leave the past in the past, divine feminine. If you choose to go into union with your other half, if in fact you find that they have begun to evolve, if they offer you an apology, and I mean drop to their knees, hands clasped, acknowledging that they are in the presence of Goddess and begging your pardon for all of their stupid ass behavior in the past. Once you have received a proper apology, then you can forgive because you have been healed. If you decide to forgive, divine feminine, move forward and leave the past in the past. Don't talk about what you should have done, what you could have done, the way it should have been. It's over. See it like a movie reel. Cut that part off and the movie starts here. Okay? So the past still exists as a distant memory, but the movie starts here. So the movie might start with you remembering it, but then you come on into real time and then the movie goes forward. Okay? If y'all feel me. Moving forward, understand that the past has served its purpose and that you have let go of the past and you are ready to be and you have become the divine feminine that you have always been in the higher realms. Now you remember yourself. Now you have embodied your spirit. You are whole and complete in the likeness of the Ruach HaKodesh. As for your masculines, if they have not completely evolved yet, if they're still going through their healing process, you are being asked to be patient and understand that they are working through their fears to prepare to come towards you, divine feminine. It is okay now to offer forgiveness if you feel that you have sufficiently healed. If you are not sure, again, join us in the private No Narc Network. I will show you the map and show you where you are on this map. Okay? Enjoy the new magic and mysticism that is now the backdrop of your new life going forward, divine feminine. You have definitely earned it. Congratulations. If you feel led, hit the Cash App at the bottom of the screen, or you can 555 via the super chat, whatever you feel led to do if you want to support the channel. If you wish to join the private No Narc Network, which I do consider to be my own personal mothership, that I will be escorting my own personal family of light into the higher dimensions on. It is the ship in my dream that I now call the Phoenix. If you wish to join us in that mothership, hit the Patreon link that will be in the description and join Oshun Ajay Exclusive. For the group members, before you go to sleep, partake of the newest meditation that has been added to the group. It will help to activate some of your higher centers. Okay? And I do want to hear some feedback on it, if on your experiences of that meditation, how you like it, how you feel. Okay? And I'm going to look at some of your comments before I go, you guys. I do appreciate everyone stopping by. the need to run away and start over. No, you're not going to run away and start over because you're so close to the end, Space Ghost. Don't you dare give up. If you're not with us in the group, I don't know if you're with us in the group. I think you were with us in the group on IG, but you need to get back with us on Patreon. Oh, yes, you're on Patreon. You're definitely on there. You definitely got to get into that meditation, babe. Okay, so no, you ain't giving up. Girl, we're almost there. It gets the darkest before the dawn, okay? So definitely this is why I came, okay? Definitely. And you dreaming in color, don't you dare give up, okay? You have a divine mission yourself and your people need you, okay? So again, I thank you guys for stopping by, for sharing this time and space with me. Support the channel in whatever way that you feel led. Join us on the mothership whenever you feel led. And until we meet again, my people, keep it classy, keep it clean, and do what you got to do to make shit happen. Peace.